Hey Cancers, happy 2020. This is your January 2020 reading. Of course, you can hear this anytime, and whenever you hear it, it's meant for you, so don't get too caught up on the time that it was recorded. We kind of just do that for a reference point. I'm an intuitive empath, so I read the cards. Like, I use the cards as a tool to pick up on the energy around us and what message needs to be heard. I don't read traditional tarot. I use one tarot deck. It's the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And it's kind of like a hybrid between a tarot and an oracle deck. For the most part, I use oracles and then listen for intuitive messages and channelings that come in, okay? So right off the bat, Cancer, I'm going to tell you all, many of you are under spiritual warfare right now. I've tried so hard to record your all's video. I've been working on it for like almost 2 hours now, and it's like every time I start to get the message through for you all or I start to record it, something happens that just doesn't make any sense. Okay, like if you look, you'll see that this is different because I'm using my laptop, because I was trying to record you all on my phone like I had just done for Taurus. Like I had just recorded Taurus's on my phone and it worked. And then I tried to do your all's and it cut me off like 4 times, and it was saying I don't have storage and just a bunch of ridiculous stuff. No matter how much app or space I deleted, it kept saying I don't have storage. It kept cutting off your video. So then I get on this laptop to do it, my laptop dies. And then I go to do it again, I get a phone call that I have to take. So like, this message needs to come through, Cancers, and the devil's trying to stop it. Like, you all are under spiritual warfare right now. And I know it's because, Cancers, you all are really intuitive, okay, and very gifted, and Cancers are going to be doing a lot in the year 2020 to help others and to heal others. And so there's a darkness trying to stop you right now. So stay protected, protect your energy, stay prayed up, meditate, take care of yourselves right now, okay? That's all I'm going to share about that. So, Cancer, what messages do you have for my lovely Cancers? Stay focused. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. Okay. You've been putting your time and energy into the wrong things. You've been experiencing a lot of distractions. You need to stay focused. That's that darkness. That's that devil energy that's coming for you. Let me just stop there for a second. So, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. That's part of the issue. You all have been giving way too much to people that do not reciprocate what you've been giving them. Okay? And it's keeping you from focusing on the things that you need and focusing on yourself. And you're so used to being the person that everyone turns to and that everybody needs that you have been accepting that. But no, you need to be working on self-love right now, Cancer, because you're giving more than you're receiving and your energy is getting drained. And you might be feeling yourself having racing thoughts or wanting to go back to bad habits that didn't serve you before. You might be finding yourself self-medicating, angry. You know, you're finding that you can't focus, and it's because you're being drained by energy vampires. People are taking from you and not giving back what you deserve. And Cancers are just so loving and giving and empathetic and intuitive that it's easy for you all to drown under the weight of other people's needs and emotions. You really need to be taking care of yourself because you're not focused right now at all. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. So see, you know this because you all are intuitive, Cancers. You all know that you've been giving too much to certain situations, to certain people, places, and things. You know this. But there's some sort of guilt that's like holding you back from going and doing what's best for yourself. And we're going to go ahead and take this out too. Phases and cycles. It's almost a new year. It's almost a new decade. There is a beginning with every ending, and illusions are revealed and released. Okay? You know you've been giving too much time and energy to certain people, places, and things. And it's time to end that. You know this. So why are you letting guilt stop you? Because you're an empath and you care about hurting other people's feelings. But you gotta remember, these people haven't been too worried about draining the hell out of you. Okay? Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, see, your thoughts have been racing. Your thoughts are all over the place. You're like getting anxious. You are overanalyzing things. You're just, there is such thing as thinking too much. You're thinking too much because these thoughts are negative. They're not helping you, Cancer. They're not helping you at all. And they've kept you from going on a journey that it's been high time to go on. Okay? I'm sorry, that was so weird. I just felt like I needed to check my phone, and the person who just messaged me is a Cancer. So, anyways, synchronicities. Okay, so your thoughts have been racing. Your energy is in the wrong places. You're not focused on what you need to be focused on. You haven't been practicing self-love. You haven't been practicing self-care. All of these things are keeping you from going on a necessary journey, okay? You're putting your time and energy into the wrong things instead of taking off on this journey, okay? You're stagnant. And the reason you're stagnant is because you're taking care of way too much, and there's an imbalance here. When things are in balance, this masculine and feminine card will be upward because it's in balance. You know, there should be a balance between the masculine and the feminine. This doesn't have to literally mean the masculine and feminine so much as it means action versus inaction, passive versus aggressive. Like I've talked about this in readings before. It's opposites. It's two sides of something, okay? And it's out of balance because you can be too much in your masculine and you can be too much in your feminine. And if this has to do with a toxic relationship, there is some imbalance here, okay, between the masculine and the feminine energies. This imbalance is causing you stress and it's keeping you in the dark. And you've never been in that place before, you know? You've never been in that place before. So it's just kind of stressing you out. See, okay, so it's not that you've never been in the dark before, because you have, but you've never been in this place where you can't seem to pull yourself out. That's what it is. And for some reason lately you feel you can't pull yourself out. You need to realize part of it is because of outside influences that are keeping you down. Okay? Okay. Why did that come to me again? Like there's some Cancer that you'd say that a lot. You're like, okay, because I keep hearing it. It's so weird. Oh man. Yep, time to focus on your healing. You're so busy healing other people that you're not healing yourself. I was just talking to someone last night who was also a Cancer about being Captain Save-A-Ho. And I wasn't even talking about this Cancer. I was talking about myself to this Cancer. But many of us empaths struggle with this, with trying to save other people so much to the detriment of ourselves. We don't focus on ourselves. We start focusing on other people and other things and saving them so much that we forget to turn the light on ourselves. We let saving other people drain us of our light and energy, and we don't turn it on ourselves. And that's where you're at. That's why you can't stay focused. That's why your thoughts are racing, because you know in your heart this is toxic for you. You know you need to go. Okay. Because yeah, it's time for a new emotional beginning. You're not going to get to where you need to go on your journey or your self-love. It's like you've been on a journey of healing. You've been on this, but it's like you've hit a brick wall and suddenly things aren't working for you. And it's like you need a new emotional beginning. And whatever you're in right now, it's stopping you from having that new emotional beginning. This is my card for a person who has taken the time to cut out the things that don't belong in their empire. And you haven't done that. That's in reverse. See, this is very adamant. This message, and this is why this message was like, is... this is why the devil doesn't want you to get this message. Because in 2020, you are destined for so much more, Cancers. But it's going to require you to walk away from certain things and to weed out the bullshit. Okay? This card is in reverse. When she's in the right place, look at how beautiful she is. Sorry, there's like a glare. I gotta try to fix that. I'm still getting used to recording here and stuff. But when she is in a good place, oh God, can y'all see? I just want you to focus on how beautiful she is. She's calm, she's collected, she's grounded, she's rooted, she's happy. She has everything she wants in her empire, and she's weeded out everything that doesn't belong there. But yours is in reverse, so you need to do this, and you need to do it now. Okay? It's like you've been waiting way too long to weed certain things out of your garden. You need to do it. Like you're running out of time. Okay? 2020 is almost here. And if you keep going along this path that you're going on, Cancer, you're gonna get lost in the sauce. And you don't want that to happen, because you have a lot of abundance coming for you in 2020, okay? But as long as you're surrounded by all this toxic energy, you're gonna get dragged down. In order to reach your goals, you have to be able to be strong enough to say, no more. You have to do that. No one else can do it for you, okay? Okay, so coming up, you're going to be focusing a lot on healing the inner child. There's something about the inner child, okay? Something about your inner child needs healing. There's something unhealed from your childhood. And it's part of what's causing you to do this. It's part of what's causing you to feel like you have to help fix other people, you know. That inner child needs to be healed. And you're about to step into that. You're about to realize some things. There's going to be an epiphany, and it'll come after cutting out this toxicity. And it's like there's some childhood trauma you've been burying, and it's going to help lead you to what you need to do to come into union with who you are, to come into union with yourself. You're going to start understanding yourself at a way higher levels than you ever have, Cancer. Once you start understanding the thing that happened in your childhood that messed you up, you're going to start to understand yourself. You're going to start to understand why you do this, why you always want to help everyone and you always want to save everyone and you always put yourself last. You're going to realize that. And your healing process is going to accelerate, okay? For some of you, it has something to do with the Queen of Water. You might have had a mother who's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And she might have a lot to do. You might have a mother wound. You might have a mother wound, Cancers. Those are very hard to heal, but they're necessary to heal. Especially to move on, and especially to be the parents we need to be. An unhealed mother wound isn't good for anybody, okay? If you've had suicidal thoughts lately, please reach out. Those thoughts are not your own. The world is not better off without you. The world needs you. Okay? That message just came running through. It's because you're feeling overwhelmed. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I feel your energy right now. Like my tears are starting to try to come to my eyes. Okay? You're feeling overwhelmed and you're constantly feeling like you're failing at it, and that's part of this trauma that you need to fix, okay? It's not, you are enough, and you're needed, and you're wanted. Don't face those thoughts alone. Those are the devil lying to you. That's that spiritual warfare. That's that darkness. Do not take yourself out of this world. You are meant for so much more, Cancer. You're supposed to help change this world. Please don't. Please don't. See, you can change your reality. Whatever you decide to create in your mind, you can make it so around you. You are responsible for your reality. If you don't like how something looks, Cancer, change it. Okay? Change it. Don't let guilt that other people have put on you shape your life. Because some of you have been doing that. You're so worried about letting other people down that you've stopped doing what's best for you. And for those of you that are having those suicidal thoughts, that is why. You have not cared for yourself ever. Okay? You have not loved yourself the way you're supposed to, ever. And it's about time. Change your reality. You can do it. It's not even about manifesting. It's just about, because you're not in a place to manifest right now, Cancer. Because you're too surrounded by darkness. You're too drained. You need to step back into the light. And once you do, you're going to manifest at the speed of light. Cancers are also hella manifestors. You guys manifest like everything you want. You should see my son and his dad. They're both Cancers, okay? And they drive me freaking crazy with how quickly and how well they manifest things when they put their mind to it. They drive me freaking crazy. But not when you're in the darkness. Okay? You're not going to manifest shit in the darkness. You've got to pull yourself out. You have to change your reality. If what's around you isn't serving you, you need to walk away. Don't let guilt stop you. You're not Captain Save-A-Ho. It is not your job to fix everybody. It's just not. So that's your number one problem right there, and that's something that has come from your childhood. The child within. is making you feel like you have to save everybody. You need to go back and you need to try to remember why you feel this way. Why do you think you have to save everybody? That's not healthy. It's codependent. You're dependent upon being dependent upon because you're afraid of not being needed. That's ridiculous. You're always needed. And in 2020, you're really needed because you're supposed to be helping people. Yeah. King of Water. That's you, Cancer. And it came out with the love card in reverse. You need to be working on self-love. You need to be going within and trying to figure out why the hell you keep doing this to yourself. What happened in your childhood that made you feel like you have to save everybody else for the rest of your fucking life? Try to remember, and if you can't, seek some help about it. Stop trying to do this alone. You are very, very needed. You're needed, you're wanted. Oh my god, see, Taurus just got this card too. Spirals of manifestation. What did I say? So much is coming for you in 2020, dude. So much. But you gotta step out of the darkness so that you can start manifesting it. And once you get into that light, you are gonna be mind blown by how quickly things happen for you, Cancer. Mind blown. You will be in a completely different space. You'll look back on the way you've been feeling now and you're gonna laugh. Because you'll be like, how did I get to that space? But the cool thing is you'll be able to help other people who are feeling just as dark as you right now. But right now, focus on yourself. Love yourself. Reach out for help, man. If you are thinking, those suicidal thoughts keep coming back. So, one of you guys, maybe a couple of you guys, that's spiritual warfare. But you're needed. Like, you're starting to be like, okay, no one needs me, so what am I doing here? Because you've come to believe that that's your whole purpose, is being needed and saving everyone. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Save yourself, Cancer, before it's too late, because you're needed. And as soon as you pull yourself into that light, man, you're going to manifest so freaking fast. So fast. Do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. For some of you, your parents, your kids need you. Your kids are gifted. And part of why they're gifted is because they have your genes. They're going to need you to teach them how to protect themselves, how to heal themselves, how to love themselves. You're very needed, even when you don't realize it. Okay? So, let's focus on some self-love. Let's focus on some healing. Let's focus on changing our reality and stepping into our true selves, Cancer. Okay? Love you guys. And again, happy 2020. Thanks. Thanks for being here.